At CBF, we know that for you to change your body, you need to change your mind. Exercise and eating healthy is only part of the plan. We care about our members as we care about our family because our members become our family. It is not about competition but support. It is not about being the strongest or the fastest, but about you defeating your negative self. It is about working together and making the task challenging and have fun. By the end, what matters is not how hard the session was, but that you take control of your mind so you can take control of your body. My name is Sandro Torres, and I'm happy you are part of our family. Welcome to Custom Body Fitness. Welcome everybody to another talk here with your health coach Sandro Torres. Today we're going to be talking about how to make your mind strong. I had a rough childhood, and I believe this is the reason why I am strong, mentally strong. I can handle a lot of stress, and I can handle misfortune and deal with it. But at the same time, I learned how to deal with things by controlling my thoughts. Sometimes when I'm in a down cycle in my life, I I start getting negative. And when that happens, I give myself time to sit. Usually I sit by my kitchen, by my table. I have a window there and I have a sliding glass door, and I can see out into the skies, the tree and the backyard. And I always think about all the people who has it worse than I do. A lot of people risk their life every day for them to survive and to bring food to the table. Not a long time ago, I went to Mexico. I went to this place, to this state called Veracruz. I went to the beach. I went to where the boats arrive. And part of that town, it was empty. In that area, you can see there is people living there. It's a modern place. It's a beautiful place, but you see a lot of businesses there are empty, and they're not taking care of those businesses anymore. Then you walk a little bit more to downtown, and then you find more people. You can feel more alive. You see more happiness there, and you see businesses running. So when I was in that area when the businesses were empty, and it was like they left the town, like a ghost town, like a little, and it's not like a big town. It's just like a part, like a strip, and then you turn around and then you find another strip, and that's the strip there is. It's busier and it's happier. Anyway, I went to that part, and I asked one of the people I needed to use the restroom, and you pay to use the restroom in Mexico. So I went and used the restroom, and I asked the guy what's going on, and he told me that many of those places were left because the cartels came over and took over those places. And if they didn't pay for rent, they didn't pay for protection and so on, they started killing some of the owner's family. So some of these people are good people, and just because the cartel came over and took over the city and they wanted money and so on, they start controlling the city, and there you have these people needed to survive by working and bringing food to the table and so on, fighting against the cartel in a good way. For them to go and open their business, they needed to pay money for them to work. So that's an example. Another example is people that go crab fishing, right? That's they risk their life out there in the sea in these big storms and so on, Not only that, you think about the animals, you think about the zebras, the lions, the birds, you think about every single species here in Earth. They need to risk their life to get out there, um, and find their food and survive. The other day, uh, I was walking and I saw, I don't know the name of those white black bear birds there. Their habitat here where I live, but they're very aggressive. And I saw few of them attacking a pigeon. A pigeon could do anything against these birds, and they kill it, and they kill the pigeon because they want to eat. Of course, that's the way they survive. But my point out of that is that all these animals and people have it a lot more difficult than I do. They need to risk their life every day to survive and to eat. So these people, they have it a lot difficult, and they become very strong. The people who survive, the people who fight, the people who fight those adversaries, those suffering, those challenges, they become very strong. In one point in my life, I also needed to survive. I had that need to survive, and I was living in a poor and difficult area, and I believe that one makes me strong. So therefore, now that I live in this country, I believe I have it easier because I have learned how to become strong, and therefore I have achieved more than other people because of my mentality. And that's what I want to talk to you about how to become strong. Remember, people who are strong, they're strong because they have challenges. They suffer and they have misfortune. That's why they're strong. People who are strong, they also want to quit, but they don't quit because they know that they need to push for them to get to their goal. People who are strong are ready to give up, but they don't give up because they understand that that suffering, that challenge, whatever it is, it's momentary. It's not there for life. People who are strong, they fail. That you can, if you want to call it, you can defeat a strong person, but that person is gonna get in his feet, and is gonna continue fighting. I want you to understand that for you to become strong, you need to have challenges. You need to suffer. You need to find something. If you don't find something, if you don't have these more misfortunes, it's going to be difficult for you to become strong. If I can compare a person who's being raised in a family when they don't put any challenges, the little kid becomes a spoiled brat. And when they have a challenge in life, when she or he grows up, um, he or she doesn't know how to handle it because he doesn't have a strong mind. He doesn't know how to deal with those things, and it melts with any small problem. The same if you can compare a domestic animal with a wild animal. If you get a domestic animal and put it in the wildlife, that animal is gonna be it's gonna get eaten fast because doesn't have any skills to fight, doesn't have any skills to survive because everything we had given to that animal. Compared to the wild animal, they need to fight other animals, they need to hide, they need to climb, they need to do things to get their food, then they have survival skills. That's the comparison. The same with this kid who has been spoiled and hasn't given the skills to survive, compared to a person who is being it's been attacked by gangs, it's been attacked by the cartel, it's been attacked by whatever thing happened at the sea. So whatever challenges he or she has when it was a child, if he or she decides to become mentally strong and taken as a positive, that person is gonna it's gonna be very strong and create wonderful things in his or her life when she or he grows up because has some mental a strong mind. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to give you a couple tips for you to make your mind strong. You don't have to go and suffer like many people are suffering. You don't have to put your life out there and risk for you to become mentally strong. Of course, you can do that. Is that what you wish? There is a lot of people who do that. And I think it's the best way you can make your mind strong. But if you're not ready to take those big risks, there is a couple small things that you can do to make your mind strong. The first thing is meditate. Meditate at least for 15 minutes and start controlling your mind. The second thing is lift weights. But when you're lifting weights, lift those weights with the goal for you to become stronger. Don't cower with the first pain because of the soreness, because something is hurting. Those are the challenges that you need to fight when you're lifting weights. Remember, if you don't suffer, if there is not a challenge, so then you're not going to become strong. So take that challenge of lifting weights. Next thing is take take a cold shower every day for a few minutes. 2 minutes at least, do it up to 10 minutes. 5 minutes is something that I recommend. Find a challenge out there. Whatever challenge that you don't want to do, get out there and find a challenge. The next thing is fight for your values. There is a lot of people who are gonna be against your values. When you start fighting with your values, you start getting out of the comfort zone. Now you're uncomfortable because not all the people is gonna like you, and they're gonna say things, and then gonna fight you, and they're going to try to intimidate you. Whatever it is, you continue fighting for your values. The next thing is find a spiritual retreat where you leave all the comfort at home, our town, and so on. You want to get out there, you want to sleep in the floor, you want to be in the cold, you want to get in the wilderness, you want to be hungry, you want to challenge your body in that spiritual retreat. The next thing and last thing that I recommend is have those difficult discussions with the ones you love and with the people around you. Learn how to be rejected. Learn to tell the truth, what's in your heart, and what the other person is going to react or how it's going to counteract the things that you need to talk about. If there is something that is bothering you because the person is doing something that is not right, have that conversation. It's important that you challenge that. If you start doing that, your mind is going to become stronger. Remember, strong people don't born strong, they become strong. So it's not late for you to start training your mind to become strong. So put that into practice, and hopefully by the end of these practices, your mind is stronger and you can take better challenges. Now, keep in mind that this is not gonna this is not gonna happen overnight. It's something that is gonna take time for it to happen. It's gonna be months or even a year or years for you to become strong. And all these things that I'm telling you are gonna scare you if you don't have a strong mind. It's okay to be scared. You need to take the challenge. People who are strong are also scared to do the things, but they still do it anyway. So even though you're afraid, go ahead and do it and take that emotion of fear away by taking the challenge. So that's it for today. Hopefully you like this talk. Share it with the people who need to listen to this, and continue with us, because I'm going to continue giving you great information so you can lose weight, become stronger, be healthy, and all those things. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed the content offered here, then I know you will enjoy these books. These are great tools to lead you to successful weight loss, better health, and greater happiness.